So Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got married tonight in New York City. So of course, Donald Trump and the White House are trying to make it about themselves. They posted this on Twitter saying it's happened, and then a picture of Madison Square Garden with the different signs saying, Trump is your president. Now, the original photo is actually this one of MSG with the signs outside saying just married, and apparently they put this up immediately after they got married. But the weirdos at the White House wanted to put their own spin on it. And of course, Trump has harassed Taylor Swift for years, posting AI images of her, talking about her on social media. So him just doing this is par for the course. But if we're gonna edit the photo, I think signs like this are far more appropriate.
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far.
Have you ever been there, scrolling on social media in the morning, seeing your president comparing himself with a singer, brags around, which doesn't add on, that is the number one person on TikTok. So Donald Trump is furious about Taylor Swift. You know, they have just got married.
It's July 4th. Trump has ruined America 250. He's ruined our 250th anniversary, but the day's not over yet, so we can still have a good 4th of July. But the part I think is hysterical is that he's trolling Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce because of their wedding at Madison Square Garden. And as soon as they were married, you know, the marquee lit up. See what it said there? Yeah. And then Trump couldn't take it. So he and his White House fascists created these memes that, you know, glorify Trump, because Trump has to glorify himself because no one else glorifies him. This whole 250 celebration that he created is a total flop, a total failure. Goes to Mount Rushmore. Who would carve his face into the side of a mountain? I could think of other things to do. And that state fair, what a debacle. I mean, it was a flop, a total disaster. So here he is, literally in the middle of the weekend, where he's got all of this stuff going on with our country, and we're at our 250th anniversary, and he's trolling Taylor Swift. That tells you all you need to know about this goon.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. I thought it was fantastic, and I think it's absolutely absurd for the 80-year-old president of the United States to attack one of the most popular musicians and talented women who's so generous to her staff and takes care of them.
But he thinks he's more popular than her. Didn't he say that this weekend? Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, I think that's why he's always picking on her, because he would like to be. But let's talk about her.
The green-eyed monster.
Well, and her concerts turn out masses amount of people, a lot more than, tragically, the state fair. And I think that says a lot because, you know, the whole deal that I campaigned for and...
Who's that?
Oh,
that's just mean, guys.
Yeah. But I campaigned in 2024 to lower inflation, lower gas prices, and really make life great for Americans. And that's what it was supposed to be about.
And this is what White House posted. Trump doesn't want anyone to trend. He wants everything by himself. You know? He wants all the camera to be on me. Let us watch this video.
No, I don't want to brag, but you know, they've said this about a lot of things. No other president could do some of these I'm doing. No other president. Things I'm doing, nobody else was going to do it. They say it all the time. Sir, could you do this? You're the only one can do it.
This is not the first time for Trump to brag. Trump brags about his corrupted dealings with crypto billionaires.
Every time I see a crypto guy where they dropped an investigation, I said, you're lucky I'm president.
The president faces fresh scrutiny over new financial disclosures. They show that he made over $1 billion on crypto ventures last year.
President Trump granted a pardon to a billionaire felon after the felon's company enriched a Trump family business.
10-figure business deals breaking the Trump family's way for rare earth minerals and for cryptocurrency. The Wall Street Journal editorial board writes, assuming all of this is legal, it's still an unseemly display of using the presidency for family profit. It's hard to believe the Trump boys would be able to do the same deals if Dad wasn't in the Oval Office.
Okay, just watch this. Trump bragged to his staffers that the adoring young female aide who is constantly by his side loves him as much as his wife and kids and will never leave him. This lonely 80-year-old president openly admitted his love affair with Natalie Harp. She is 34 years old and 50 years younger than Donald Trump. Natalie Harp follows him around day and night as his favorite personal assistant. She earned the nickname the Human Printer because she constantly supplies him with paper copies of everything. Harp leaves gushing love letters for Trump in his personal spaces. One reportedly read, "You are all that matters to me." Her devotion became so intense it caused concern with the Secret Service. Her own brother, Preston Harp, blasted the relationship as very unhealthy and called Trump a national embarrassment. They spent late nights together in the Oval Office while she championed his gold-plated makeover and he personally glued objects. It's deeply weird and gross. Classic Trump. He is so detached from reality that he shouldn't be saying any of this about the young woman following him around all the time. It shows how easy it is to get close to him and play this man completely.
You remember how Trump brags to kings on Independence Day? Let us listen.
If we play the next thing Trump said, you'll see who he looks to for his opinions about America. He doesn't listen to Americans. He listens to other presidents and kings.
Remember this, we're respected like no nation in the world is respected like us. Every king, every prime minister, every president, they respect us more than any other country by far. 2 years ago, they laughed at us. Now it's only respect.
Every king, he says. In fact, he has one king in mind. It's the king of Saudi Arabia. Let me show you a clip from the interview that Trump did on Thursday. That's 2 days before July 4th on CNBC.
A year and a half ago, we were laughed at. They're not laughing anymore. They respect us. The king of Saudi Arabia told me, and I said this numerous times. He said it, but many people said it. He said, President, a year and a half ago, America was dead.
The king of Saudi Arabia. That's who Trump cares about. Okay, think about that. This is the 250th anniversary of America's birthday. We literally declared our independence from a king. And Trump is marking that day by bragging that his buddies, the kings of other countries, told him that America was dead. Can you imagine a more un-American statement?
A billionaire white woman that is silent about injustice and allows this administration to use her music to justify their regime is not a good person. And comments like this are why I find it really hard to take Taylor Swift fans seriously, because there's no way you're saying that I act more MAGA than Taylor Swift, who has been silent for years, who has been complicit, and who doesn't say anything. Meanwhile, I have made videos talking about Donald Trump shitting his pants. So I'm doing my part. What are you doing? He's completely asleep at his Board of Peace meeting today. And apparently he was farting a lot. And what is going on with the side of his face? Anyway, I just thought we should watch that clip again. But also, there's no such thing as acting MAGA. It's you either speak out when human rights and constitutional rights are being violated, or you're silent and you're complicit and you're allowing it to happen. She has all the resources in the world. She's a billionaire, white woman. As a fellow white woman from Pennsylvania, we have a lot of fucking privilege, and she has even more, being a billionaire. And the fact that all of you infantilize her and act like just because she said she was going to vote for Kamala Harris in 2024, oh, that means she's not 2024. Oh, that means she's not MAGA. She's sitting by and letting all of this happen. She does not give a fuck.
And then Donald Trump, showing again how just utterly delusional and pathetic he is, starts to brag about TikTok. He goes, you hear about TikTok? People say that I get better ratings on TikTok than Taylor Swift. Okay, so he's like, terrified of the size of the crowds in Tehran. He's lying and saying that more people watch him on TikTok than anything. And this is what you're saying from the Oval Office. And by the way, this is supposed to be like a press conference on what he calls the Trump accounts, investment accounts for babies, where it invests in S&P 500 ETFs, these exchange traded funds. Here, just play this clip of what he says.
About 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far.
It is super fucking weird how this man measures his success. Did you hear Trump's claim that he is number one on TikTok this morning? He said a new list was just released today and he ranked number one. And he said he pushed Taylor Swift to number 11. You guys can watch the clip because it's just fucking weird.
Now, there's a thing called TikTok. Have you heard of it? I was watching a show this morning, Maria Bartiromo. She's fantastic. And on her show, they were talking about the dangers of TikTok. And it's Chinese, a whole thing with spying and what they're doing with it. Well, except it was announced about 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one in TikTok by far. And the numbers just came out.
So what I'm hearing is there's still talk about TikTok being unsafe or stealing information, data, national security, spying, right? But in Trump's eyes, it's okay though. We can keep TikTok because he's number one on the app for forever. I remember this administration saying how dangerous TikTok was. It's just, but because he's number one on the app, which is so not true, go and fucking Google it. Anyways, it's just weird.
Donald Trump has unexpectedly made himself and Taylor Swift trending again due to a new statement. He publicly stated that he is the most popular person on TikTok and even believes Taylor Swift is the most popular. Swift's popularity is also ranked behind his own. This statement immediately sparked a lot of discussion. Many netizens immediately began comparing the two's number of followers and overall influence on social media platforms. According to publicly available data, Taylor has consistently been one of the most watched celebrities globally. Whether it's account followers or online popularity, she has consistently maintained a leading position. Therefore, many netizens began discussing why would Trump compare himself to Taylor again. Various opinions quickly appeared in the comments section. In fact, this is not the first time Trump has proactively mentioned Taylor. In the past few years, their names have repeatedly trended on the same topics. Even after Taylor's wedding, her popularity remained high. Every public appearance generated a great deal of discussion. Many netizens believe that true online influence is reflected in long-term accumulated data and continuous topic popularity rather than a single sentence.
Trump just claimed that he's number one on TikTok. Not TikTok, TikTok. And that he's ranked higher than Taylor Swift. His actual ranking is brutal. Watch this.
About 2 days ago, the new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got, I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
He wasn't just wrong. He was Mexico will pay for the wall wrong. First of all, it's not TikTok. It's TikTok. But you folks knew that. Next, he's not even in the top 3. That would be Kabi Lame at number 1 with 162 million followers, Charlie D'Amelio at number 2 with 159 million, and Mr. Beast at number 3 with 129. Meanwhile, Taylor Swift is ranked at number 73 with 33.5 million followers. Now that's not as high as I would have thought, but that's out of like 1.5 billion TikTok users. Trump, as it turns out, has 16 million followers, which isn't really a shabby number at all, but it's not even close to number 1. In fact, it's so far from number 1. I asked AI and AI was like, Oh boy, well, it's outside the top 500. Do you even really care at this point? I was pushing it. Anyway, he's ranked somewhere between 800 and 1200. So, no, he's not first. And that's fitting because he's so distracted by bullshit like this, he hasn't put America first either. If you agree that a president this distracted by petty, trivial nonsense has no business running the most powerful country on earth, give me a follow because America deserves so much better than this.
I hear that you spend a lot of time on chit chat, that you are chatting on social media. Are you chatting with people who are knowledgeable or you are exchanging ignorance?
What are you calling it? Tick chat.
Many of you are making fun of the way he pronounced it. I really don't care about that. With everything going on, this is what this guy is worried about. Really?
It was announced about 2 days ago. The new numbers just came out. You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
They have Jasmine Crockett, a low IQ person. They have AOC's low IQ. You give her an IQ test, have her pass like the exams that I decided to take when I was at Walter Reed. Those are very hard, they're really aptitude tests, I guess, at a certain point, but they're cognitive tests. Let AOC go against Trump. Let Jasmine go against Trump. I don't think Jasmine, the first couple of questions are easy. A tiger, an elephant.
You know who the number one person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me.
He just said he was number one in TikTok. We know he meant TikTok.
I'm number one. Like Taylor Swift was number 11. I'm number one.
Wait, Taylor Swift has way more followers and likes than Trump does.
Donald Trump just begged Taylor Swift to endorse him, claiming that he made her so much money and therefore she shouldn't be disloyal to him by supporting Joe Biden. This is what he said on Truth Social, and it reads, quote, "I signed and was responsible for the Music Modernization Act for Taylor Swift and all other musical artists. Joe Biden didn't do anything for Taylor and never will. There's no way she could endorse crooked Joe Biden, the worst and most corrupt president in the history of our country, and be disloyal to the man who made her so much money. Besides that, I like her boyfriend Travis, even though he may be a liberal and probably can't stand me." First of all, Donald, don't you dare try to take credit for Taylor Swift's wealth and accomplishments. She made her money by putting out hit songs and albums. You and the MAGA movement had nothing to do with it. Secondly, Donald, you took away women's reproductive freedoms. You threatened voting rights. You incited a coup against your own government. You were arrested for 91 separate crimes, and you were just found liable in a massive sexual assault lawsuit. So, no, Taylor Swift is not going to be endorsing you. Not gonna happen.
This guy, Trump, brags about calling FIFA president to have a red card reversed. So he is proud of how he brags around.
So I saw the play, and I'm a person that loves sports and was a good athlete, and I understand sports really well, really well. And that wasn't a foul. That wasn't even an infraction. That was two guys running full speed that happened to crash into each other. You can't take your foot and properly place it on somebody else's foot when you're going, no, these were two great athletes that got tangled up, and this referee, who is a little bit suspect, if you check his past, I don't want to say that because I don't like to create controversy, but very suspect. If you'd like, I'll provide you with the past. He made a call that nobody could believe. But all I did, I asked for a review because I didn't think it was a foul. And, again, I'm good at this stuff. I didn't think it was a foul. I thought it was two great athletes that crashed into each other and got entangled. That was not a That was not a guy punching somebody in the face or anything that, would be different. And I think it's a terrible, if they wouldn't allow, a top player, maybe the best, maybe among the best players on the team to play, I think it would have had a big stain. And I related just that feel. I didn't tell him what to do. I can't tell him what to do.
Are you for real?
If you missed Trump's 4th of July speech last night, don't worry, you didn't miss much. Nothing of note. He didn't say anything new. It was his usual campaign-style speech. The only thing that he did say that caught my attention was he said there were 150,000 people in attendance for his speech, a number which would have been quite large, and the scene just did not reflect that. Now, I'm not saying it's not possible, but I'd like to see what the actual numbers were that have yet to be released. And then he claimed that earlier there were 375,000 people there that left because of the rain and the storm and then did not make it back. So about half did not make it back in, according to Trump. Pretty remarkable stuff. Concerned about crowd size constantly, always trying to inflate it. Now, he spent most of the day with multiple posts so far railing against Democrats, saying a communist movement is rising and that they have to stop it, all this other rubbish that he's been posting, and he railed against a judge that ruled that his administration cannot use a federal database to check citizenship because it could wrongfully purge voters. So this is what Trump is focused on the day after the 4th of July. Nothing bringing Americans together, nothing about addressing the affordability crisis to make Americans' lives better. Let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Like, share, spread the word, follow along for more, and I'll see you back here for the 411.
Do you think Taylor Swift is worse than Nicki Minaj, though?
Well,
Now,
respectfully, I never seen Taylor Swift holding hands with Donald Trump on stage. But I am not doubting the fact that she could potentially be, but I have never seen her hand in hand with Donald Trump on stage.
Our commander-in-chief, President Trump, is boasting once again that he is #1 at a popular aspect of American life.
You know who the #1 person in TikTok is by far? Trump, me. I just got I'm #1. Like Taylor Swift was #11. I'm #1 in TikTok by far.
More so than Taylor Swift. But you know why? There's not a lot of folks bashing Taylor Swift on TikTok. If you take away the amount of detractors for our commander-in-chief, he'd probably be significantly lower than Taylor Swift. Does he not know in most churches they talk about the devil more than Moses? Doesn't mean it's a good thing. Maybe perhaps President Trump simply does not know how TikTok works. But then again, what say you?
Donald Trump said he's the #1 person on TikTok and Taylor Swift is ranked 11. That's a great thing to be proud of.
You guys, poll numbers are out and it's official. I am the #1 person on TikTok. Like, I'm even more popular than Trump. He's like #11 or something. And this is obviously because I now have over 20,000 followers and I am doing a on my pinned post to celebrate. Now, of course, I'm nowhere near as popular as Taylor Swift because you would have to be delusional to think that. It's like you would have to be asleep and dreaming to think that you are more popular than Taylor Swift. Can we please use this as evidence of the cognitive decline that is happening? I mean, one of many incidences, but this is getting ridiculous. And the sad thing is, I think that he believes this. Who is telling him this? Is Trump trying to be a Swift Talk creator? Because the amount of time that he spends talking about her is rivaling some of us. So I don't know, it's like actually romantic or it's just actually crazy.
Anyway, thank you for watching Great Minds Black. See you in the next video. One love. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell me what you think down in the comment. Do you think it's right for the president of the United States to compare himself with an artist.
Thank you for watching Great Minds Flex.